Hello, my name is Jimmy Howell. I am president of the Tennessee Military Collectors Association, and today we're going to talk about the Reising Model 55 submachine gun. The Reising was designed during World War II by firearms designer Eugene Reising. Reising was a noted firearms designer and also an excellent marksman. He worked under the direction of such great firearms designers as John Browning. He also helped design and perfect the 1911 .45 automatic pistol. The Reising submachine gun was manufactured by the Harrington and Richardson Company prior to the outbreak of World War II. The Reising is a submachine gun as opposed to a machine gun, and you may ask, well, what's the difference? Well, the easiest way to explain that is the fact that the Reising a submachine gun fires a pistol round, whereas a machine gun fires a rifle round. You can see quite a bit of difference in the size of the round here. The Reising was a very innovative weapon for its time, as unlike many other submachine guns, it fired from a closed bolt. This made the gun more accurate and easier to operate, but it did have a little tendency to run a little bit hotter than an open bolt machine gun, such as its main rival, the Thompson submachine gun. The good things about the Reising is that it was much more inexpensive to manufacture. The Reising cost the government about $50 a copy to make, whereas the Thompson cost about $225 a copy to make and was much harder to manufacture. So there's one advantage for the Reising was the cost. Although many people said the Thompson was the gun that made the 20s roar, the cost of the Thompson made the ordnance people roar much louder. So one advantage for the Reising was the cost of the weapon. The Reising first went into combat with the United States Marine Corps during World War II in the Battle of Guadalcanal. The Reising did well in the beginning, but suffered from a few problems that you don't find out until you put a weapon into combat. And due to the fact that it was a closed bolt gun, had more trouble with rusting on the inside, as well as the gun was fairly complicated to disassemble as opposed to the Thompson. So you can imagine in a jungle situation in less than ideal conditions, the gun was very hard to take apart and hard to put back together. They also had a magazine that was not quite up to snuff. This caused some feeding problems, which caused the weapon to jam, and nothing will kill a weapon in a soldier's mind quicker than one that doesn't work, because when you need it, obviously you need it. So this hurt the Reising over the Thompson. So the Reising's career in the military was short-lived. Most of the Marines didn't like the gun. There are some that did and actually carried the gun all the way till the end of the war. This was the exception rather than the rule, though. What do you say let's go have some fun and let's take this thing over here and shoot it for a few minutes?